name is Karina Dyer, and I'm joined here with Adamari and Jessica, and we're here at the Solano Falcons TV studio, and we're discussing the effects and evolution of social media. For our first segment, we each picked an app, and we're going to describe how it evolved over time. So let's jump in with Jessica.
Hi everybody. So the app that I chose was MySpace. It was actually a website, not really an app. It was launched in 2003 by Tom Anderson and Chris D. Wolf. The intent behind it was to become the first online networking program, letting people interact daily and at their fingertips. Like, do you text people on the daily using social media?
Oh, all the time. Yeah,
You?
every day.
Posting and like,
Yeah.
look at where I'm at. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
The application quickly skyrocketed and allowed people to personalize their profiles. So you can pick like a favorite color or put like a song you like.
And that was new when it was made. Like that
Yes,
was never a thing.
It was
like
never
that.
a thing
Yeah.
before, and that was like this 2003.
Yeah.
Dang.
So-
It was like,
Ahead of their
I know,
time.
I never had that. My
yeah,
mom did.
I didn't
Yeah.
have MySpace either. By November 2004, MySpace had nearly 5 million users. It quickly became the main search engine, surpassing all other methods of communication. It was a vast impact on the music industry. According to Camila M. on the evolution of MySpace from peak to downfall on Medium, this was January 14, 2024, the platform provided a space where artists can directly engage with their audience. So they can let
that's
them know
cool.
about a launch, about a meet and greet, and let them know what their next move would be like. So I
That
think
makes
this was really
sense.
good.
That makes sense.
For the time
especially-
being, it was really good because I feel like to this day, I rely on social media for knowing about launches, on anything,
Yeah.
music, makeup, anything. So, although it was all going smoothly, however, the app began to become less and less popular because it was unorganized, and then it began to clutter with advertisements.
I hate when that
It's
happens.
like
I
the
know.
worst. I don't know if you guys had this like experience where like you scroll on TikTok and it's like you go through 3 videos and then here comes the ad. Like
Yes,
Yes.
every single time.
So
And it's like if
annoying.
you don't want it, you have to pay.
Mhm.
And it's like a
Yes.
monthly subscription or like, and it's like, no,
On
just let me
everything.
enjoy.
Exactly.
That's why I really don't watch YouTube like that because of all the ads. And the only thing I pay for is Apple Music because
Yeah.
I don't want to hear an ad. Like
the
imagine that you're like
worst.
driving in your car and you like hear an ad after your favorite song.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah,
So
or like when you're running, I go on runs a lot, and so like when I'm listening to music, I'm like an ad. It just makes me want to like not even
Yeah.
run.
yeah. Finally, MySpace quickly lost attraction though when Facebook and Twitter came into the picture of competitors. Facebook was launched February 4th, 2004 by Mike Zuckerberg, and it expanded in popularity in September 2006 when they announced that anybody above the age of 13 with a valid email address can become a part of the site.
13.
I was pretty young.
That's
I like barely had an iPod at 13.
exactly.
But I feel like this is a very smart marketing strategy because by 2009, just 3 years later, Facebook had become the world's most used social networking website. And I feel like that is a marketing strategy because I feel like everything is 13 and above. Like TikTok is
That's
13
true.
and
You're a
above.
teenager.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
crazy.
young though.
Yeah.
Really is
Yeah.
young.
Today, Facebook is averaging about 3 billion monthly active users and 2 billion daily active users. Are you guys one of them?
I'm not an active user, but I do have Facebook.
Yes, me too. I used it like to communicate with like family from like different countries or stuff like that. But it's pretty cool. I still try to figure out like definitely the marketplace too.
Yeah,
I think it's
I
pretty
use
good
that.
for like used stuff or like things you just need for now. So
Mhm.
I'm
I'm
definitely
selling
one of
stuff
the
on it.
active users, daily active
Really?
users,
Really?
because of my family in Mexico. They
Oh,
all
okay.
have Facebook, so I feel like that one and TikTok are neck and neck for me.
I look-y
Yeah.
don't know how to use Facebook except for Marketplace. Like,
Which app did you choose, Alamani?
I decided to talk about Musically, now like formerly known as TikTok.
yeah.
It's definitely an app that we're familiar with today. Has all kinds of content up to like Musically back then was more like lip singing, like dance videos, 15 seconds. I don't know if you guys had like popular influencers that were like going viral for like Musicallys and stuff. Like my favorite was Baby Ariel.
Yeah.
She was so good. Like she just had like the most like coolest like lipstick colors and stuff, and she would lip sync so good. So I thought that would look pretty cool.
Her transitions were so
Yeah.
good.
I actually never had Musically, but I know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, because
Oh.
I like had a phase where I was like, no social media.
Mm.
I don't know. I was like 13, so
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing, but
And then it was formerly then changed to TikTok. So like according to an article that I read of kind of like the history of TikTok by Quinn Schwartz in 2016. Musically, well, TikTok now, it kind of was a Chinese app called Douyin back in
Oh, I
2016.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
So it kind of like populated first around like China and Thailand, And then eventually, a company called ByteDance the following year in 2018 actually bought Musical.ly and then just rebranded it as TikTok because they kind of wanted to make it more like international and global like expansion. And then as we know now, it kind of just blew up in like 2020 after like during the COVID year. Like I don't know if you guys were like, I was really pretty much online during that year. I don't know how you guys spent the.
Yeah, but I had Musical.ly. Before it was TikTok, I had Musical.ly. It was definitely, like you said, a lot of lip singing, and I feel like it was definitely a lot less political, less news, like rage baiting.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
People, that's how they go viral. They go and rage bait people because they know people will
I watch those
disagree.
videos, I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, and you'll get mad and you'll like go through the comments for like 20 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like definitely with Musical.ly, it was more like community-wise, less than like algorithm with like TikTok now. Like, you know, just like by stupid rage bait, you can just go viral now.
True.
But eventually, I guess you could say TikTok is now like the upgraded version of Musical.ly. Definitely has more different effects, such as like 10-minute long videos now. I don't know if you guys actually like watching like Get Readies with me while I'm
I watched one this morning while I was like straightening my hair. I was like, look up story time 10 minutes.
Yes, but I love to watch them when I don't know that they're 10 minutes, when they're just like really engaging, and I go back and I'm like, oh my god, that was 10 minutes.
I just wasted 10 minutes of my day, like,
or like what's in the hall, all types of stuff like that. But it definitely has like more like features such as like effects and like going live, and then there's like reposting, and then kind of how you mentioned with streaks now, like that's a way to kind of like keep engaging with the app. And I still think it's gonna make a big global impact. I don't think it's gonna leave anytime soon. It's very much big in algorithm. And
remember they tried to ban it, but
yeah,
that didn't last long.
Remember, like everyone was crashing out.
I was crashing out, and then people are like, don't delete it, like it'll come back, and it did. So
I don't ever post on my story, but I think I posted that day that like TikTok was banned.
It was like it went away for like a couple hours, I think, max.
But I didn't know what to do. Like I was either like between YouTube again, but I was like, there's nothing that like.
I went to Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels.
That's so funny.
That makes sense. But yeah, what app did you choose, Karina?
I chose to talk about Snapchat, which y'all know I love Snapchat. Yeah. But actually, I found out something which was really interesting. It was originally called Peekaboo before it was Snapchat.
Oh,
I know,
really?
can you imagine that? I'm like going up to someone like, can I get your Peekaboo? I just think that's so odd. But it was made by Evan Spiegel and Bobby Murphy in July of 2011. And it was originally like made with disappearing messages, so it's kind of like a sneaky app, I guess you could say. Not necessarily everyone used it in that way, but that's what it was made to do. And it was specifically popular in 2013 when they added stories that you can post to. So a lot of people joined there, and there was an incentive to stay on the app with streaks, obviously. Do you guys have streaks?
I used to in middle school, but I feel like I'm really bad at them, so my friends just don't have streaks with me anymore because I'll lose them. I just now have TikTok streaks though. But I got Snapchat like in 2014. So just like a little bit after it launched, but I didn't get to know it as Peekaboo.
I literally got mine, I think like during COVID. Like I literally didn't download anything till like way later.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I use it all the time.
I just remember like a random picture, like an S drawn on there.
Yes.
I used to do streaks. I just lost my like longest streak the other day.
How long was it?
It was like 1,300.
Oh.
It was so long, and I was gonna I was literally debating paying for it to come back, but I was like, no, it's actually not that
deep. You can pay for it to come back. Isn't it like 99 cents?
Yeah, it's like $1. But I was like, no, like, Karina, you're not gonna waste your money on a streak on Snapchat.
Yeah, I honestly don't use Snapchat like that, like for stories or like streaks anymore. I just use the camera. Like I would use the camera and like for my memories and the filters. Like
yes, I have so many memories because like I'm on it all the time, snapping people. So like if I like have a snap that I like or like I'm doing something fun, like I just save it. And like mine doesn't connect to my camera roll, so I can like save space in my camera roll and also have it on Snapchat.
Mine is connected, but then again, sometimes I'll go and declutter my camera roll, and then I'm like, Snapchat has it. But like I'll keep like really nice or important pictures in my camera roll in case I ever lose the app, like in case I ever try to ban it, like TikTok.
One of my friends lost all their memories on Snapchat recently, and he literally like crashed out, like I swear. And then he got a new account, nothing was there. So I'm like, oh my gosh, is that gonna happen to me?
So you said you got Snapchat in 2020.
Yeah.
So what's your Snap score?
Oh my gosh. Why are we doing this to me? It's like 700,000.
Really?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I think oh my god. Guys.
guys, what's yours?
Mine is like 100,000.
What's yours?
And I've had mine since 2014.
Okay, bro. Okay.
I think the last time I had it, before I deleted, it was like 62. But yeah, I was like back in like 2017 now.
Guys, you're making me look bad.
Well, I mean, it's also your like main source
Yeah,
of like.
That's true.
Communication,
I don't.
you use
Yeah,
that?
I don't like text people, or like DM people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just use Snapchat. So.
Do you like let the conversations disappear, or do you save them? Because I know you could set them to save as well for like a year or like a month.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was only if you have Snap Plus. I don't
No.
pay for that,
There's
like the
Snap
premium.
Plus?
No, I
Yes.
don't. Yeah, there is Snap
Oh
Plus
my
though.
god, I was so on Snapchat.
Oh yeah, because you deleted it, right?
Yeah, I deleted it, but I do have. I remember my little middle school memories, the little dog filter and the like crown,
The
the
crown.
flower.
Yes.
The flower. It's like my favorites.
See, I know like this is, I don't know if you guys know, but like King Kylie era is coming back.
Yes.
That's when I was really on Snapchat for the first time, and her, like I followed her and I would use like the filters that she would use, the dog filter.
Yeah, I know. I still get like the Snapchat. Like, what's the name of like the Snapchat that they send you a message like every holiday? You know what I'm talking about?
It's like a recap.
Yeah, and they like have like influencers with like the filters on. They're like, try this filter, but like,
Yeah.
I don't really use the filters anymore. But it's just like really, it's like funny to me.
Mm.
But apparently, there's still 850 million active users on Snapchat monthly. That was according to Megan Muriel from SproutSocial.com, who published an article on June 24th, 2025. So it's recent stuff.
Yeah.
And Karina is
850
definitely one of
million.
those active users.
I'm definitely one of those.
active users.
But yeah, so that was our recap of the evolution of social media. Now we're going to go into the negative effects that social media can have on users.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and start with that. Though I focus on MySpace and Facebook, I'm going to dive into the negative effects of social media as a whole. And just like everything that comes with a good, there comes a bad. And social media is no exception, as we know. So I will focus on the detrimental effects that it has on our socialization. So social media silently replaces in-person communication for virtual communication. So especially for teenagers, like when was the last time you had like a one-on-one conversation in person? Like let's go
Yeah.
out and talk
Without anxiety,
yeah
too.
without anxiety.
I mean, we do it in class, but like even like I don't know, we're like forced to. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going out of my way, be like, hey,
It's a different
want to go
setting,
out to coffee or
and
something?
that's another thing that I feel like when COVID happened, that had the big effect on socialization for people.
Yeah, sure.
So screen time takes a toll on teenagers' day-to-day lives, and it distracts them from what they should be doing. I know for me personally, like I procrastinate a lot, and it has to do with my phone, because I'll put my
Yeah.
phone on do not disturb and I'll actually get a lot of stuff done.
I know, me doing homework, open my laptop. Okay, that's enough.
I
Going on
know,
TikTok.
like homework for an hour and then 30-minute break.
One question then, okay, 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
literally.
it's never 5
Yeah,
minutes.
it's
Like
more
you always
than
say that. So this is a problem with many users. Without realizing, they begin to isolate themselves from the real world because you're just on your phone, you're scrolling,
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, I'm connecting, I'm seeing what they're doing, but like through a screen. Like I feel like there's really nothing else to do, and especially like a lot of people say like, well, I live in Fairfield. I don't know where you guys live, but there's nothing to do like
Yeah.
except the mall, and a lot of
Yeah.
people are like, I'm not going to the mall.
Yeah, exactly. I hate, and like if I ever go to a store, I hate seeing people I know. I'm like, nope, turn off this aisle, like get me out of here.
Yeah,
and
I feel like that's what it has to do with socialization and teens, because we're teenagers, like you're in middle school, you're broke, you don't have a car, like you can't really go out and explore the world like that.
Yeah.
So I guess you like live it through your phone.
exactly.
So it's
yeah.
like a good and bad, because some people won't stop living it on their phone. So you avoid personal interactions and you compromise with a virtual lifestyle.
That's true.
Another big issue is that a lot of people cannot differentiate between social media and the real world. 80% of
Yes.
social media is fake. Like
Yes.
the thing, like AI. Now
Yes.
AI.
Dude, the bunnies on the trampoline. Have you guys seen
I
that?
have not seen that,
Yes.
actually.
You haven't
What is
seen
that?
I've seen like a bull, a cow, like all of this, and there's a lot of people, or like maybe even the elderly, that would just get fed a lot of stuff and they'll believe it. Like I know my
Yes.
mom will show
Oh
me
my
AI
gosh,
and
yes.
she'll be like, "Is this true?" And I'm like, "No."
Literally, I got sent a reel on Instagram the other day from one of my friends. She's not even that old. She's probably like 30s something.
30's not old.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. And like she sent me a reel and it was like this horse like defending this little kid against like a bull or something. And I'm like, this is so AI. So I was like, hey, this is AI. And she's like, oh, whoops, I didn't know. Like,
Yeah.
what?
So according to Rachel Emick on how using social media affects teenagers on Child Mind Institute in June 2025, so again, really recent sources, some teens can't even hold a phone call because it's doing too much or it's too intense. Like they prefer to text or stuff like that. Do you like phone calls?
No, I'm
No?
probably one of those teenagers. Honestly, like I don't hold it for like how you mentioned like more than like a minute or 30 seconds. I just be like hi, bye, okay. But honestly, like even when it comes to like appointments and stuff, I always delay them because I have to call
Yes.
and wait, and then they put you on hold for so long. Like
Yeah.
Do the absolute most to like rearrange your schedule to make it work, but it's like, no, I have to call you and I don't want
Yes,
to.
Yeah.
My phone calls are literally like 30 seconds to a minute max, unless they're a FaceTime call with a friend. But even then, we're both scrolling on TikTok or Instagram
exactly.
on FaceTime,
Yeah.
like not actually conversing. So this highlights the danger that social media imposes on our lives. Many people get used to short interactions or texting or just virtual interactions, so their socialization skills are slim to none.
And they walk, everyone like walking down the street, everyone's heads down, don't look at people.
Yes.
They don't even want to like say hi, smile anymore.
So I feel like
Like-
that was a really big thing. Like I know like on social media I saw like a lot of people like 2006, 2005, 2007 kids like making that first doctor's appointment without your mom. A lot of people didn't want to go because they're like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do
Yeah.
this? Where am I gonna find that? And I feel like that's really like you don't know. Like you're not really in the real world. You isolate yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you,
Definitely.
Alamari?
The theme I kind of just one of the negative effects I decided to focus on was definitely like beauty standards and like unrealistic like images, like something like that. I know like with social media, it's kind of hard, kind of how we mentioned like what's kind of real and what's fake, because nowadays you can really use like filters over it to look perfect. Like oh, like you tend to see a video and you're like, wow, this girl has perfect skin. Like how do I achieve that?
Yes, there was a time where like Facetune, the app, was like really
Yes.
popular.
Yep.
You could like go through and blur your imperfections, like your acne and stuff.
Or like just a simple like 15-second like video they do and you just see like, oh my god, like how do they achieve like this perfect body? Like
Yeah.
even if you're someone that's like very active and like go to the gym and stuff, you kind of see and you're like, wow, like how do you get this? Like so I just feel like it definitely brings down a lot of like distress and like self-esteem when it comes to that. I don't know if you guys like ever encountered something sort of similar online.
I feel like it
Definitely.
has to do like a lot of people, like there's influencers now, right? Like who have like population, they have fan bases, like multi-million like people fan bases, and I feel like the problem comes with again like not differentiating like real and fake. Like us, we don't know how to differentiate, and then them on their end, like the dishonesty, because
Yeah.
they're getting paid, like they're promoting these brands, and sometimes they don't really work or they're not good, and they're just getting paid, so they have to like
Yeah.
say that it's good. And the dishonesty when it comes to beauty standards, I feel like is really like on surgeries, like
Yeah.
Yes.
they will
Definitely.
like keep it down low, and like as if it's a crime, they will defend to the core that it's the gym.
Yes.
And then that's when I feel like younger audiences will be like, well, you know, like I'm in the gym or I'm active and like I don't have this figure. So I feel like that's really where you have to like learn to differentiate, like you
And the
know.
models are like, they're like the standard now. Because models used to be like, they're supermodels for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, like, they look really good, whatever. They might have had plastic surgery, they might not, but like, their reason why they have that job. And it's like so normalized now. It's like,
Yeah.
you need to look like this, or like you're ugly, or you're not enough,
Yeah.
like, or
But they're
whatever.
so different, like country to country though, because I know Chinese beauty centers are like even slimmer. Like
Yes.
if you're like a little bit like American beauty standards, you're like you're fat.
Yeah,
So
literally.
it's like
it's insane. It's way blown out of proportion.
so I feel like yeah, that really like drives the self-esteem in younger
Yeah.
audiences.
I don't know if you guys remember. Well, I personally never watched it, but you know how like Love Island tends to like trend every time,
Yes.
especially with like all those girls that are like supposed to be like very perfect, pretty,
"Huda."
like yeah, like yeah,
We're gonna get canceled.
before like that. But obviously, like there were like big people that talked about them, and people even like I don't know if the girls mentioned. I do just see like TikTok clips, but they would kind of also seem to like compare themselves a bit. Like
Uh-huh.
it's definitely being in like an environment like that. I could see why that could be.
Yeah.
And then with like how big algorithm is, like TikTok, oh, everything's bound to be like something else might be trending next year or the following
Yes.
month. Honestly,
There was a one girl from Love Island. Her name's Alandra. You guys haven't seen her, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she has a very tiny waist, which good for her, whatever. But she put like sunglasses on her waist, and like everyone's trying to
Yes.
recreate
And
that.
the sunglasses
And it's
breaking.
that's not normal. You should not have a
No.
waist the size of sunglasses.
Or like a phone.
like-
Have you seen like people comparing like with an iPhone, the waist of an iPhone?
Oh no, I haven't seen that, but
Yeah.
that's insane too.
I feel
And I'm
like
just like,
just
okay.
like again like the dishonesty and like the trends are changing. How like I feel like a lot of people like obviously like supermodels, but like also the Kardashians, like
Yeah.
Kardashian
Yeah.
Jenners. There was a time I feel like in the 2000s and 2010, like they had like exaggerated like BBLs and stuff like that.
Yes.
And everybody wants to have that body. Everybody wants to look like that. And now they transition like Kylie Jenner. Now she's like removed some of that and she has a skinny BBL. Like now she's like slim. So
Yeah.
now like how do you go following that?
Yeah.
Like these
It's-
people are just ruining their
and
bodies.
they're rich, they
Yeah.
can do that.
Yeah.
It's like that's not like
In the budget for many.
that's
Yeah.
not like attainable.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
kind of brings me to the point that I read in an article. It was published back in 2023 by Ben Knight. It's called TikTok and Body Image. It kind of mentioned how TikTok videos that reflect like unrealistic deceptions of physical appearance and may cause like harm to young women and adults, you know, and impacts kind of the worst of content, especially if it's like doesn't really specifically say like, oh, like fake body or like fake other thing.
Yeah.
You kind of just see it and you run with it. So
100%. It's definitely like hindered my self-esteem
Yeah.
sometimes, and I'm sure probably you guys. I was
Yeah.
literally talking about this with my mom the other day, because like even my mom and like, you know, everyone feels like their mom's like overcome everything and they're so
Definitely,
strong,
yeah.
but she was talking to me about how she saw something on social media, and like she goes to the gym, she works out, she's really strong.
I've
You've
seen your
seen my
mom's
mom.
fit, yeah.
Yeah, no, she's like
Fit,
bodybuilder,
yeah.
yeah. And so she like sees this and she's like, dude, like I'm in the gym all the time, and like these girls, like their quads are like the size of a house, and I'm just like mom, this is not real. Like you can't compare yourself to these people. Like it's
And
just
yeah, like
it's
that's
not
again
okay.
like how I'm saying, like you'll look at them and like these girls are active, they're in the gym and they're like, how can I not, like I can't achieve that
Yeah.
build. But it's also like different bodies as well, because like if you're in the gym, there's some people who are quad dominant and some people who are glute dominant. So you're looking at these videos and like do this, do that,
Yes.
and it's like, girl, you know-
everyone's built
yeah,
a different way. It's all
yeah.
genetics, so it's not like you're gonna be everyone that you see on social media.
So it's like that. I feel like again, like drawing that line and differentiating what's real, what's not, and then that line of what works for me. Like
Yes.
it's okay that we don't look the same.
yeah.
Yeah. It just kind of shows to see how like it affects all ages, and it probably
Yeah.
will unfortunately get worse as time goes by, especially because now younger kids are getting into abs, you know.
And at a younger age too.
That's what I was just about
It
to say.
brings a lot
That the 13-year age limit, like that's like across social media. It's like
Yeah, we thought that
that's
was
like
young,
Facebook, that's
but-
Snapchat, that's TikTok.
Now it's
And obviously a little bit younger kids, like 10, 12, 11, like they're trying to go around it and go on. And I feel like that's kind of a problem. Like
for
the
sure.
younger you go into it, the more like your brain is getting altered. Like
Yeah.
to think that's okay and that's normal.
What was your negative effect
Mine
that you
is
said?
about romantic relationships.
Ooh.
Actually, yes. I have like personal anecdotes I can add to this one. But it's just so much easier. Like the first point is that it's just so much easier to cheat now. It's like there's like invisible messages or like
Snapchat?
disappearing messages. There's like the invisible thing on Instagram, you
On
know, in the
Instagram,
DMs.
yes.
Like, and it's just like it's so easy to create like fake profiles, or like there's just people that are just like a click away, and it's like your partner would not know anything about it
Or
because
like
you can just
liking
hide
a
it.
story and then it'll disappear in 24 hours. So like you don't know it
Exactly.
was like
Yeah, or they can just like delete a message and then go delete it and like the
just
deleted.
unset it. Yeah,
Yeah,
unsend it.
and so it's just like that was not normal back in the day, and I feel like that's why more like marriages were together. I feel
Yeah.
like, and it's just normalized for people to go on there and like kind of like lust over other people. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna
Girls
say.
and guys,
Yeah,
like-
they lust over other people. Sometimes it's like unrealistic though. Like
100%.
looking at the unrealistic beauty standards, and that goes for both men and women. Cause like you'll see these like jacked men that also it's like not realistic, and I feel like that's where it plays a part.
Yeah.
And like
And it's normalized to like have like a celebrity crush, but for me, like I don't know if I'm if I'm a little crazy for this, but that's not okay. For me, like if I'm in a relationship, you should not have like a crush on someone else. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
care if they're famous; they're still a person.
I think
Yeah.
it's just a matter of difference between like appreciation and like being obsessed. I think.
Yeah, because I feel like that's where the like comparison comes into play. Because like, what do you mean that's your celebrity crush and we look nothing alike?
Exactly,
Like,
and it's just like I don't know. I don't want them to go online and be like looking for like, oh, I wish I had this person. Like, no, you have me. What? I literally had like, I broke up with this guy because he was online, like always liking girls' posts, and it was like half naked pictures, like they're in their bikinis. Like, why? Like, first of all, why are you even following people like that? Second of all, why are you liking their pictures? And like, then he also, I posted this picture. And I was literally wearing clothes. I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. And I posted, and like the view in the background was like these beautiful mountains in Montana. I was sitting on a log. He got mad at me because he thought the shorts were too short. That was the same guy that was liking bikini pictures online. And I was like, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
Okay.
But anyways, that was my little trauma dump. But I also have to say that another thing that affects relationships is like comparing yourself to online couples.
Mm-hmm.
It's like obviously what we were talking about, like social media is fake a lot of the time, and people are only gonna post like the good things.
And I feel like
So-
a lot of those social media couples have split ways way before they let it be known on social media. Like, I don't know if you guys know, like, the Ace family.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They had split ways and, like, were, like, almost with other people. Like, had already other relationships, and they were still posting as the Ace family, still
Wow.
married, still content, because it's what's bringing in money.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really, like, hold and compare because you don't even know how they're doing behind closed doors or if they're even together still.
I had this one friend, and he always would post his girlfriend. Like we're close, but we're not like that close. Like I don't know the deets about his relationship and stuff. But I was like, oh, like they're always so cute. Like there was this one picture he posted, and they like looked like they were so in love. And like a week later, they were broken up. And I'm like, oh, well, clearly I'm wrong. Like I'm just
Misread.
believing whatever I see.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's so crazy because I've definitely been like, oh, but they look so perfect, and my relationship's like not even close to that. And like it was definitely causing like a hindrance because I was comparing myself.
I feel like it's that again, like beauty standard and then a relationship standard. Like they hold the like this is the perfect, this is the normal, and no fights and no disagreements. And then when it happens to you, you're like, okay, this is not working because it doesn't look like them.
Yeah.
So it's just again, like you said before, maybe that's why marriages didn't have these issues before because social media wasn't that prominent before.
And who's gonna post the bad stuff online? Like
Yeah.
no
No.
one. Even when I was in like a terrible relationship, like I didn't post the bad stuff. Like I would still be like the next day, be like, oh my gosh, I love you so much, whatever. It's like no, like we were doing terrible. It was so toxic. But yeah, so that just goes to show like you cannot believe what's online.
Yeah.
So that was our talking about the negative effects of social media. Now we're going to jump into the positive impacts because even though social media can be bad, it can also be good as well. So Jessica.
Yes. So let's turn it around and talk about how social media has completely changed the way we communicate with those who are far away from us.
Yeah.
Social media has opened up a different method of communication for those with family, relationship, or friends at a distance because like we're here together right here, right now in Solano, but what if we go to a 4-year after? It could be
Yeah.
anywhere across the world. So like we're here talking one-on-one, but social media is going to be probably our main method of communication and seeing how we're doing if we all split ways. If one goes to UCLA, if one goes to New York, if one goes out of the country to study.
Yeah.
I feel like you never know. Like I had a friend in middle school and we were friends all throughout, and then 8th grade, right before we were like, we're all going to the same high school, he moved to Texas. So even though like we still talk and everything, I feel like social media is where I see like how he's doing, like when he posts something, his graduation, like that's how you stay communicated. And like my brothers, they both went military, they went Marines and Army.
Yeah.
So one day you have them here and then the next they're across the world. So I feel
Yeah.
like it really opens up that I'll text them and they don't answer, but they'll post a story. So I'm
Exactly,
like, they're okay.
yeah.
They're okay.
My main source of like texting is social media. I don't like text on iMessage like ever.
Yeah,
It's like my
so-
mom, and I'm like, I need toothpaste or something.
Yeah. So I feel like social media is definitely that door left open to stay in touch and feel like you're not really missing out on other people's lives. Because like you said a little while ago, like sometimes you won't go like in person talking to a friend, but since you guys text or social media, when you see each other in person, you like pick right back up, and it feels like there wasn't much time left.
Yeah.
Because like for like my brother, we only see each other twice a year, sometimes once a year for Christmas and 4th of July, and it's like that. Like I'll see his stories, he'll send me TikToks, and like when he comes home, it's like it hasn't been that long. It doesn't feel like it's been a year. So
And you get to know, because
yeah.
like even if you're just texting someone, like on social media, you post about your life. You can like post stories, what you're doing right now, what you did like a week ago, like I just took this beautiful hike, like
Yeah.
anything. So it's not just like you can like see it in
Yes,
action.
and sometimes he'll post before he actually answers my text, which is annoying.
Yes.
But he'll post like, oh, like back from the field, and I'm like, okay, that's why he wasn't answering. So it's like,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
fine,
yeah.
you're alive. So according to Gravav Raju, the impact of social media, the advantages and disadvantages on Simply Learn from August 19, 2025, so recently again, social media has also helped reconnect old friends. So
Yes.
even if you like lose communication with an old friend, like if we didn't have our phone numbers, maybe like I'll just look up your name, like
Yeah.
maybe I find this podcast like 10 years down in life and it has our names. You could just look it up on social media and you just might pop up. So it helps reconnect old friends that might have faded, but then they'll just come back and click, or it helps stay connected in relationships that might fade if we didn't have social media.
I reconnected with my childhood friend because like when you're children, you don't have a phone, right?
Yes.
So it was like I had just downloaded Snapchat, of course, and I was like, wait, like
course.
I don't even have this girl's number, whatever. Just looked up her name, added her, and like now we've been best friends, but we're still like best friends. We send like video snaps like all the time, back and forth, talking about our day, and it's like that would have never happened because I wouldn't have had her phone number. And even if I did, like I'm never texting anyone, like, but I'll snap you, but I won't text you.
Yeah, well, it also like helps in terms of family because like most of my family is in Mexico or LA, so one is about 7 hours away, the other is about a day and a half away. They're both pretty far away. I can't just get up and leave right now. So with social media, the distance doesn't feel that long. It feels like I can go see them, like I can see what they're doing, what they're up to, like when they're in Disneyland, like
Yeah.
I saw the updates of my cousin's wedding in Mexico through Facebook, and then I saw how my family in LA celebrated when the Dodgers won the World Championship back to back. I was out there last year when we won in 2024, so when I was here now, I came back last year though, like before the parade. I was so sad. And then this year around, I saw my family like posting the parade, and then we're like from East LA, so they're like all down on Whittier with the lowriders. It was pretty nice to see that. So it's just relieving to see a quick post and just you stay connected. And then
100%.
we hadn't been texting through the championship games, but when they won, and obviously we were like, we won, and then like
Yeah.
posting everything.
And it
So-
gives you something to talk about.
yeah, and like even though we hadn't talked in months, and we talk, and then like remember when I was out there last year and we won, like it just, I don't know, it helps you stay connected even when you haven't talked in a long time. So without a doubt, social media platforms definitely completely changed our communication with distant family, loved one, and friends for a better, and a lot of people around the world. Like some people, even though this is kind of dangerous, so you have to be careful with this, some people make friends in different countries.
Yeah.
Like I remember my brother on Discord when he played games, he made a friend from Canada, and she actually ended up coming, and they met, and like, so be careful, don't do this. But like she was actually real, and they would FaceTime obviously before and like with their friends and playing, and she came from Canada, and they had like a weekend when he was in 4th of July leave.
Even
So-
dating apps too.
Yeah.
Those are common, and people meet. I know so many couples that actually met off a dating app, and like they're married now. Like who
Yeah.
would have known? Like that's
Yeah.
literally because of social media.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a lot of
back
good.
in high school, I actually became friends with an exchange student. She was
Oh.
from France, so after like the whole year was over, I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss you. But now I see like I talk to her like once in a while, but you just see like updates and like her life in like France and Europe is like very different from here, and then the time zones too. So just with her posting
Yes.
and like doing like her everyday life, it just kind of gives me like, oh, like she's up, like she's going to school while it's nighttime for us. So
Yeah.
I think it's a great way to communicate with all over the world that way.
Yeah. So what was your positive effect from social
My
media?
positive effect is kind of similar to what you had, except this was more towards like being informed. I think social media is a great way of like having like awareness being spread or just being informed. Sometimes it just doesn't have to be with like in the country we're in right now, but it kind of also lets us know about news going on like worldwide. I don't know if you guys seen like just like small like sometimes like during the time when we had like Australia had like wildfires, was it?
Yes,
And
I
it's like
think.
really bad, or like just like small events that you kind of see going worldwide, you can kind of stay informed that way, and it just creates a big platform. Like some like even with just one post, it
Yeah.
goes viral, and then people just start commenting like, "Wow, I did not
Uh-huh.
know that."
I
Or,
feel
"This
like
is
that's
never-"
definitely how it is, and how I said like TikTok is definitely more like
Mhm.
political now.
Mhm.
So it's a lot of people are like vote this or vote that, or they'll like inform in shorter clips, like for people who have like shorter attention spans
Yeah.
on what to do. And like you said, a post can like really inform you, even if it's not political. Because like I said, my brother was in the field, so he didn't watch any of the Dodgers games. So I just sent him the post of the championship
Yeah.
win, and that's how he found out.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And like even just like major events, not even just like the Australian fires, but, like some examples like the Charlie Kirk assassination, like that was all over, and like low-key I didn't even
Social
know about
media.
it until I
Yeah.
saw it online.
Yes, I was
mean,
just about to go
obviously.
into my anatomy class when like everybody was on their phones seeing it, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Or like even this one was kind of a while ago, but like the Queen when she died.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Like yeah, I like was in class and like because of social media, like
Mhm.
how else would you know? You
Yeah.
know? So it's definitely like a big thing now that like news can just
you definitely
that.
have to like double check and like source
Mhm,
like
for sure.
make sure that it's real information, because there's also a lot that can be thrown and it's not accurate.
Yeah, that kind of brings me back to an article called "How Social Media Emerged as Powerful Communication" by Fuda Hamid. It kind of says like online communication has brought information to people, audiences, and previously could not be reached. So kind of how we were mentioning with like stuff going worldwide or just small events that happen, it has increased like awareness among people. Like kind of with just what happened like yesterday with like vote yes on 50 or vote whatever, but kind of like the propositions and like what's going on around, you kind of like get a feel. Like I was able to be informed a bit of like what's it going for, so that kind of gives like an opportunity for everyone. And then kind of what you mentioned, like obviously like, double check, don't always just rely on like TikToks and stuff, because some people can be misleading, but I just
For
think
sure.
it's a good way to like communicate and just be able to spread
It
awareness.
definitely encourages, because
Mhm.
I feel like since social medias are like a lot of the younger audience, a lot of us are voting for the first time. So it's
Yes.
definitely like encouraging them, and they're like, don't forget, go vote, register, go vote, like go vote, go vote, go vote. And it's like they low-key like make you have like a little bit of FOMO. Like if
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
vote, like you're missing out.
I wouldn't
and
have
you're the
known that
problem.
voting
like
day was yesterday.
Yeah.
If like, wait, yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
if like it wasn't all over social media.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents would have told me, but like, you know, if like I was
it's
just
like
living
more
on my
into
own-
your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely. So what was one of your positive effects?
So my positive effect was actually on making a living off social media. So obviously,
Mhm.
like we were talking about so many influencer stuff, but like that could literally be us, not necessarily like the ones where we're gonna make the beauty standards go crazy, but you can just, you know, on literally any app, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube,
Podcast.
even Snapchat. Yeah,
Yes.
literally
A lot of
anything.
people have YouTube
Anyone
channels.
can go viral. Like it's not like you have to have a certain thing. You have to have, you know, this like financial whatever schooling. Like literally, you can just make a video, post it online, and go viral. And it's like these people get paid so much money. It's insane. Like you can have
Insane.
your whole life just be built on like social media.
The
and-
paid promotions are really the most that I've
Yeah.
seen paid out. I see this one influencer. She's like, I like her. She's one of the most like I feel like down to earth, like raw influencers. She's barely coming up, and she's from another country. I forgot which country she's from, but she'll post how much she's made month to month. Like she's like, I'm not gonna hide numbers and stuff. So she let us know for the month. I believe it was of September. One paid promotion. It wasn't even her whole month. One paid promotion paid her 25 grand.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow.
And all you have to do, and you can stay home too. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to like go to your job. You can just be at home. What if you have kids? Take care of your kids, whatever.
Mhm.
And like boom, you're getting paid for literally like making content. You can travel, make content traveling. Like you could literally just
I
like,
feel
live
like
your best
that's the good part, like the traveling, or like if you have kids, like your content of your daily life, because I feel like that's what people really like someone who they can relate to. But it can also really quickly turn into like what we were talking about, like the socialization, because a lot of influencers, I feel like that's really where their downfall goes, when they just stay in their home and just do content from home, and it begins to feel like their job, because it is their job, but it begins to feel like it's not what it was, and they're not enjoying it anymore.
Yeah.
And that's where like marriages go south as well.
Yeah.
Like the YouTube couples.
Yeah, I don't know if you like, for me, when I think of like influencers that get money, I still think of like 2020 where, what was her, Charlie D'Amelio?
Yes, I actually have that written down.
She just went viral for dancing.
And
like
it's like
millions just for
exactly. And she was like on Ellen show, like everything.
Yeah.
Like she's
Or
famous.
like even just like people branch out like from a show or something. Like
Yeah.
I remember like Dance Moms, like a lot of the
Oh,
girls
yeah.
branched out, and they're
Yeah.
like now low-key influencers.
Yeah.
I think they come on my feed on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how I became on Dance Mom's TikTok,
I
but
I know like
that's where I'm at.
Mackenzie, yeah.
I love her. And then like similar to what we're talking about, like the Love Island people, like they get like ads now, like they get promoted for like different brands and collabs.
Huda Beauty.
But exactly, yeah. So I actually have an example. According to DemandSage.com, Naveen Kumar wrote an article saying that on average, influencers can make $195 to $1,900 per post
Oh my
on
goodness.
social media, and that's like excluding YouTube, where like you just have to get views, because on like a social media you have to get like likes or clicks or whatever, but YouTube you can just get views and get paid. So like this one is like $1,900 you can make for one post on average. That's the average. So some people make way more, and you can even make like $5 and just post a bunch. So it's just like insane. It's like that could be anyone.
I
you
know. I feel like what's crazy about it is that these influencers, like they make so much money, and maybe it's like a sad part as well. Like that's good for them, but like doctors, surgeon, lawyers, like
Yeah.
they're not making nowhere near this
Yeah.
amount of money. And I feel like, though, I like to see the influencers who they have their influencer life, but they don't quit their job.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, like when they see that flow of money come in, they're like, I don't need a job, like at least not now. But I feel like the ones that keep their job, or at least a part-time, they know with social media, though, you can make a living. It's uncertain. Like you
Yeah,
never
true.
know when your
It's
views are
always on
gonna
like
drop,
what's trending.
when you're gonna get canceled, like all of that.
Yes,
Definitely
that's
think
true.
about- I don't know if you guys remember. Well, you probably still. Astor Vino.
Yes.
No.
No.
Oh my
No.
god, girl. Okay, so she basically like for some reason she just blew up like overnight, and then she just like started acting. She was like, oh, like I'm a Kardashian now. I make tons on live. She quit her 9 to 5,
Oh shit.
and now she just begs
She
for
quit
money
or she
on
got
live.
fired?
Oh, either one. She probably
she
got
got
fired.
Wait, so what'd she do?
She's still.
So she's just
She just sits on live, begs
She's-
for money. Yeah, begs for gifts.
yes. And she's
Hey,
like
whatever
weird.
gets money
She's
in her
like
pocket,
a lady
I guess.
that's like in her probably like 40s, and she swears she's like 19. Like she was hanging around with like the young influencers,
But that's like an
and like
example.
something like her kids didn't even have beds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An example of like what fame does to you, or what happened to her, honestly. 'cause
Yeah. But I mean, like, if
You
you're
definitely
making
can
money
make a
on it,
living,
that's
yeah.
definitely like something. Like,
I
I would
feel
rather
like-
do that than be homeless.
Yeah, and I feel like definitely people who like don't go crazy, because I feel like when you begin to get that flow of money, like you start seeing like big numbers, you're like, I'm gonna buy this, and that, definitely. But I feel like the smartest people who have done it, or at least if that ever happened to me, I would buy a house.
Yep.
And then a car, and then you can begin to splurge, because just the
Yeah.
uncertainty, like you don't know how consistent that
Yeah,
income is gonna
for
be.
sure.
So I feel like definitely like set yourself straight first.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like, I've like honestly always wanted to have like a YouTube channel, I guess. Well, not like now, but like when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna be a famous YouTuber when I grow
I
up.
wanted to be one where you make slimes when slime was popular.
Yes, I would literally like pretend I was having slime videos and just be
Yeah.
making them. And it's just like, I don't know, it's crazy that like literally anyone could be that. Like I see
Yeah.
like little kids online and they're like, they have so much following and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like,
How? Wow.
It's just insane, but I mean, that's pretty cool for
Yeah.
them. So,
Well,
yeah, that pretty much wraps us
that
up.
pretty much wraps us up.
That is it for our podcast today, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Karina Dyer, and I'm joined with Adamari and Jessica, and we just talked about the evolution and the effects of social media. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel and give this video a like, and stay tuned for next time.
Thank you.
Peace out.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just like fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's great.
Nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So.
Joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by, we're going to go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three! It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock, Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.